Look at those huge snowflakes. Holy smokes. You guys see that? Holy smokes. Let me see if I can set this to where it's going to focus on. Yeah. Okay. Goodness. Guys, welcome. We have snow. Look at that huge snowflake on the window. Oh my, it just got wiped away. But we have some heavy snow falling out here in just outside of Chico, California. Just outside of Chico, California here. 144-foot elevation. We have snow falling. It has been mixing over with some rainfall, but for the most part, it's been falling as some very large snowflakes. Temperature outside right now, 34 degrees. So we are, goodness, this is the first snow I've seen here since about 2001. Looking at a pretty impressive snowfall event right now here in Northern California. Look at the snowflakes, guys. Look at that. I got to show you. Hopefully you guys can see this. That's all snow falling down right now. It's pretty heavy and wet, but this is snow falling here in the Sacramento Valley of Northern California. And it's been a while since we've seen this type of event here in Northern California. It's been, it's kind of switching over off and on here. I'm about at the borderline of snow and rain. It's trying to switch over completely. It's been kind of going off and on here, as you can see. Big flakes, some huge flakes. If this were to turn over completely to snow, we would be talking about some major accumulation snowfall rates out here. But it's mixing in a little bit here with rain. Again, I'm on about the pretty much the western side here of the snowfall event. So I'm pretty ecstatic, folks. Look at that. Let me get out of this vehicle here. I'm kind of out here in my field where it's nice and warm, but it's cold out here. Let me tell you, it's cold. Waiting for this thing to switch over completely. But yeah, there's your snowflakes. Some rather large snowflakes mixing in. It is not accumulating, obviously, on my car because I've been running my vehicle, trying to keep it warm. Because I just heard somebody yell at me. Maybe I'm yelling out here too much. I'm probably the only one out here in my neighborhood that's excited for snowfall. And I'm standing out in the middle of it. But hey, that's what it's all. Oh gosh, it's like a blizzard. Whoo! I don't care. Come over here. I think my neighbors don't want to mess with me. Oh goodness, but yeah, it's cold. Let me tell you, it's very cold. Some large snowflakes falling down. They're very wet and heavy. I'm gonna go back inside because I can't see anything right now. Whew! Goodness. Oh goodness. That is some fun stuff. So look at that, guys. Let me bring up. Oh, look at those huge flakes coming in. Stand by for a second, guys. I got to wipe the lens off of the camera. Stand by. All right. Goodness. Woo! This is what I'm talking about. This is why I stay up late and observe some historical weather out here in Northern California. 140-foot elevation, Sacramento Valley, snow down to the valley floor right now. And it's not even the coldest part of the night. So this could eventually turn over further to more of a complete snow not mixture, but snowfall out here. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. Oh, I'm pretty ecstatic, let me tell you, folks. There's still some, it's right on the borderline, folks, of becoming complete snowflakes. You know, it's got to be below roughly about 33 degrees or so. Right now it's 35 degrees, and it's intermixing here with some rain, switching over back and forth. But let me tell you, this is the first time I've seen, oh goodness. First time I've seen snow out here where I live in a long time, very long time. We just don't get the snow out here in the Sacramento Valley. Let me see if I can reposition myself out here a little bit. Again, I'm out here in my field. I don't want to get stuck out here because it has been raining prior to this. But I do want to show you guys. I want you guys to see this kind of historic event out here. I'm hoping this changes over completely to snow as the night goes on. But goodness, look at those. There's some good snowflakes in there. Huge. Let me turn off the windshield wiper so we can get maybe some accumulation here. Stand by. You know, we get these big flakes and they hold up the best they can before they get into the warmer environment, and then it switches over obviously to rain. And we're right on the borderline, right now here in just outside of Chico in Northern California. So there you go. There's at least one good snowflake. Another one right here. So it's trying. It's definitely trying, and it's getting colder. It actually dropped down here to what have we got? 34 degrees right now here in the vehicle. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty ecstatic about it. I was kind of hesitant. Well, we haven't got any accumulation, obviously. If you look here on the grass, no accumulation yet. But for me, that hasn't really seen snow in quite a while, you know, I'm pretty happy about it. I'm just happy it's mixing in with some snow here. Oh, goodness. We're getting, it's hard to say right now, kind of switching over to rain right now. It looks like intermittent snowflakes switching over to rain. It seems like when the south wind comes in, and if we get a south breeze coming in from the Delta, it brings in some of the warmer air from the Pacific. And that's what's going on here. If we were to get a sudden stop of the Pacific breeze coming in, it'd be completely snow. But it's off and on. It's definitely off and on right now. It's switching in between. But I'm going to stay up and I'm going to watch this all night if I have to. I'm not even joking. I got a nice heater in here. I got a full tank of gas. I think we're good to cover this story. So let me go on chat here. See who's into the chat room, live chat. Let me see what we got. Hello, Phoenix. Prove you're not a bot. Okay. What's going on there, Phoenix? When was the last time it snowed? Broken Wrench. Measurable snowfall was back in 2001. So we're talking about 22 years ago. 22 years ago is the last time we had measurable snowfall right here in the Sacramento Valley. The mountains, obviously the mountains always get snowfall every single winter, but here at this low of an elevation, it just doesn't happen all that often. See what we got here. I'm just kind of going back here on the chat a little bit, folks. Never thought I would want a fire in New Zealand summer. Oh, goodness. All right. See what we got here. Yeah, I'm not driving out on the road. Even though there's no accumulation out there right now, it's not accumulating yet. But if it were to switch over to complete snow, and obviously snow like this for an hour or two, we would be looking at some serious road conditions out here, because we do have Interstate 5 that runs just to the west of me, and that's a major freeway. Make us Albert, hey, Albert Sanchez, I'm gonna make you a snowman once I get the enough accumulation here off the windshield, because right now it doesn't look like it's sticking on the ground at all. But if this does switch over and we get some ground accumulation, no doubt I will definitely build you a snowman. Yeah, very iffy. It's like a fine line. I was looking on radar here just prior to the update, and let me put this on here. There's still some big flakes in with the mix of rain right now, but I was looking on radar, and the line of snow rainfall is basically split right here where I'm at, I should say roughly about 1 mile to my southeast. So you can see some of the snowfall. You'll see the snowflakes, right? They kind of drift away from the downward motion of the rain, and they're in there, but it's not completely snowfall yet. I'm hoping for it, but you'll notice it. You'll see it popping up here. Obviously, who am I to say about snowfall? I'm sure you guys have experienced more snowfall than I have. There was a good one that just went off the side here, but yeah, there's definitely some good snowfall, or at least big snowflakes that are occurring out here. But goodness, I'm ready for it to switch over. I'm ready. All right, see what else we have here. I'm gonna go back on chat. So Michael Hickory, hey, how do I sign up for that? Oh, you guys see some of that? There were some big snowflakes coming down. There we go. See, it's intermixing right now. But Michael, let me go back to Michael Hickey. Sign me up for the negative 85 degree Fahrenheit. I would love to experience the Arctic Circle. I'm not even joking. Send me an email. Please. I am doing an all-nighter. I'm going to stay up all night because this is somewhat historic for this area. So we're getting a little bit more snowflakes in here, mixing in. Again, we're right on the edge of the line of snow. But I can tell as the precipitation turns to snow, the noise goes away. We're missing the noise of the rainfall here on my roof. So that's an obvious sign of it turning over to snow. There's some big flakes coming in. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys see that? Woohoo! Not even joking. Am I the only crazy one out here enjoying this weather? I'm sitting out here literally in my field with the windows down and enjoying some snowfall. I love it. Something that is rare to me is of importance, I think, when it comes to weather that we just don't get all that often in a typical cycle, or not cycle, what's the word for it? Typical pattern is the word. We just don't see it reaching down here into the Sacramento Valley all that often. Redding, yes, but here Just outside of Chico. Yeah, it doesn't happen all that often. So I say bring it on. I want to build a snowman. I'm not even joking. Let's build a snowman. I'm not going to sing that song either. That's for sure. I'm not going to do it. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it, guys. I don't know if you can hear the snow geese. Let me turn off my windshield wipers here. Stand by for a second. There's snow geese out there flying overhead. Yeah, they're way up there, but I could hear them. They're squawking up there a couple 100 feet above the ground. They're loving this stuff. But notice when the south breeze comes in, this thing switches over to rainfall. So we need to get rid of that. We need to get rid of the south wind in order for this to change over completely to snow. Oh, shoot, let's see here. I'm gonna put you guys up here in the window. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Hopefully this clears up. Stand by for a second here. Put the windshield wipers on. So Missy Mimi's, she was wanting to hang out with us tonight, but decided to call it an early night. I'm gonna switch this view up a little bit so I don't blind my neighbors, just in case. I do have a large overhead floodlight on my vehicle, so I really don't want to irritate them. So I'm just gonna point this pretty much right there at their barn, not inside their window. Hopefully that is a little bit better for them. I didn't even think about it, but should be a little bit more respectful of the neighbors there. See if I turn this off. I'm really hoping it switches over here completely to snow, because it's very close. Yeah, thanks for checking in there. Yeah, you guys are at a little bit higher elevation, so no doubt heavy snow accumulating up there for sure. I think anywhere up around the 500 feet elevation and above is going to see some significant snow. But for us here down in the valley, Sacramento Valley, it's kind of impressive here, at least along the west side of the valley, to get some snowfall. But I think that has to do with the intermittent south wind. If that goes away, then we'll see this switch over to complete snowfall. So I'm just gonna, oh goodness, who's that over there? I think that's the sheep farmer. I don't know if you can see him out there in the distance. He's kind of way out there. He turned off his lights, I think. But we've been having some foxes out here recently, the kind of brown foxes. And they've been messing with some of the sheep and also some of the chickens around the region. Because I do live out in the country a little bit, so he's probably checking on them, I guess. Over there and off in the distance, I'm sure you guys can kind of see that. He's way out there, but one of my neighbors. Oh goodness, let's see what we got here. Make sure we got just the most. Lake County, the most I have ever seen in 35 years. Yeah, Lake County, I seen that Clear Lake and areas there to the south and west. We're getting quite a bit of snow. This is definitely a historical event in terms of snowfall accumulation and rainfall. It's very impressive for a triple dip La Nina. That's exactly what it is. So most of the time, La Nina means dry conditions for Northern California and Southern California, but it's been the complete opposite, this La Nina pattern. So that just kind of goes to show you, scientists, weathermen, meteorologists, you know, when it comes to patterns and weather models, you know, there's no 100% accurate way to predict what's going to happen in the season. Just I'm very thankful that we're seeing a much wetter pattern here for Northern California, because I'm very dependent out here on my well. I live out here in the country, so we have a well, and there's been quite a few folks around the community that have dried up in terms of their wells. So we need that water. We need that water level to rise. And I think it's good. Putting it into the drought, hopefully. Still getting the rainfall snow mixture. I've actually seen a little bit more rainfall right now over the past couple minutes since I've been chatting, more than snowfall. So it still shows 35, 36 degrees here. So it's intermittent with the rain snow mixture. What do we got there? The depth of the well, I'm not for sure exactly how deep it is there, Albert. I know before I moved in here that the folks that managed the land had quite a bit of sheep and some other livestock in here, so they wanted to make sure they had a deep well. But I can't remember exactly how deep the well is. I know it's pretty far down there. So it's well below your average standard well, is all I can guess from what my neighbors are saying and whatnot. So I don't know the exact depth of the well here. I've never had any surges, any issues with the case or the containment of the well. Everything's been pretty good since I've been living here, and I've lived here for goodness, a good 12 years. And I water quite a bit. I water obviously my yard, front yard, backyard, my trees and gardens, stuff like that. So I actually utilize quite a bit of water, and never had an issue with it yet. And I hope it doesn't happen. Oh, come on, switch over already. It's so close. It's like I'm thinking in my head that maybe me running my vehicle out here is making the snow melt. It's probably not the case, but the thought is there in my mind because it's so close to switching over to complete snow. Ah, goodness. So it's come upon that time where a man must relieve himself. So I'm going to head back to the home front. I'm going to leave the live stream on here. I only got to walk a couple hundred feet here from where I'm at to the house. So I will be right back. But I will leave the vehicle running here and the live stream on. So I'm going to venture out. See where my flashlight is. Got it right here. And I will be back here in just a couple minutes, folks. Give me a little bit of time to get back and forth. I'll be right back. Woo! Come on, snow. Let's go. All right, what's up, guys? I'm back. It was a cold and very wet walk back to the house. I'm gonna try and warm up a little bit here. Oh goodness. Still looks like a rain mix of snow right now. More rain than snow, obviously. Goodness. What's the time here? It's goodness, I don't even know. The only time I have is on my phone. Definitely well after midnight. Oh, I was gonna bring my iPad out here, but I forgot it in the house, so I don't feel like going way out there again. Just probably gonna hang out here and see what it does for the temperature. It's kind of fluctuating between about 35 and 37 degrees, and that's pretty much the borderline of where the rain snow mixture is. So I'm waiting, folks. I told myself I was gonna stay up all night if I need to, and I will if I have to, that's for sure. I'm waiting for accumulation out here. The snowflakes are awesome to see coming down from the sky, but man, I would love to see it accumulate. Whew, all I know is it is cold out. It's cold. I'm soaking wet. I do have obviously a sweater on, but it's still cold being damp. Oh man. Look at that. We got a switch of the wind right now. That could be a good sign. Anything but a south wind. South wind right now for us is bringing in the warmer air, which will inhibit snowfall amounts and snowfall accumulation out here. So I'm hoping this wind dies down. All right, so let's see who do we have up here in the chat room. Stand by here for a second. See what's going on. Since we're waiting on some snow, it was 35 degrees Celsius where I live in Melbourne, Australia. Goodness. Yeah, it's a little warm, obviously. South wind here is cold and blustery. I wish it was here, Kathy. Yeah, the ground's still too warm to have accumulation. Obviously, we had quite a bit of rainfall prior to this rain-snow mixture. 27 degrees, 14 inches of snow on ground. More on the way, northern Utah. Ooh, who we got here? I'm just listening in as I'm heading to college. Thanks, Purple Bullet, for checking in. Waiting for the snow in Bakersfield. Wow, I didn't know Bakersfield was expected to get any, but that's pretty cool. Pretty awesome, definitely. Let's see who else we got here. You water in California? Yes, I do, obviously. It's 3:35 a.m. here. Good morning. The 13 rookie, thanks for checking in. I don't know what time it is here. Not going to drive up to Magalia yet. Kind of hoping for a little bit of historical snow down here in the valley. Hey, can you give a shout out to my hubby Steve He's watching you. That would make his night. Jessica Staley? What's going on there, Steve? Jessica says hi. How's that? Awesome. 33 degrees Fahrenheit and light snow here in Lake County. Yeah, Lake County, the western side of the valley and western foothills have been getting in on the brunt of the cold air and the snow. So I can't wait to see what the mountains here, the Coast Range, looks like come tomorrow morning. And that all depends on how much sleep I get, because if I'm going to stay up all night, well, I got to sleep sometime, right? So I don't know. Definitely got to sleep sometime. All right, let's see who else we got here. Okay, so it's 12:42 where I am. Thank you there, Cheyenne. Let's see what else we got here. Sacramento, thanks for checking in there, Sacramento. Got quite a few folks here checking in. I didn't even think about checking out the chat timestamp. Woo! It just was one of those things, you know. I forgot. Ontario, goodness, 17 negative below 17 negative 17. Let's see. I think we're getting more snow out there. Let's see here. Thought I'd seen a couple more snowflakes. I know it seems weird to live stream a couple snowflakes here and there, but for us here in the Sacramento Valley, it's very rare to see snow level this low. That's kind of why I'm out here at almost 1 o'clock in the morning live streaming here on YouTube, out here in my field, braving the storm, so to speak. But for me, this is entertainment. I absolutely love the weather. And earlier, right about the time I was live streaming, started the live stream, it was coming down pretty much straight snow. So it's been since then about off and on mixture of snow. And well, I'm hoping that it switches over completely to snow, so we can get at least a little bit of accumulation out here with the with this storm coming in. Hopefully, I'm hoping. I got let's see what I got for tank gas. I got almost, well, I got 3/4 of a tank of gas, so we're good for a little bit. Gotta use the heater out here. It's a little chilly. Actually, it just looks like it went up to 30. What's the temperature right now? 37 degrees. So it needs to be at least 36 to get that rain snow mixture. So it's been off and on between 34 and 37, I would say. Negative 32 wind chill here in Montana. That's something I would be bragging about. I'm not even joking. If I were in Montana and I had that, if I was in Montana and I had that type of weather, I would be bragging all over social media about it. That's pretty cool to me anyway. I know, call me crazy if you will, but that's just how it is. South Alabama. I know. When was the last time Alabama got snow? I know it snows in Arkansas. I know that's obviously northwest of you guys. But I thought that areas of northern Florida, the Panhandle, and Alabama had seen snow here within the past few years. Maybe, I don't know if it was heavy or not, but I could have swore they had some type of winter weather event recently. What's going on there, Vince from San Diego? San Diego, thanks for checking in there, SoCal. Yeah, coffee tonight. I don't know if I'm going to drink coffee. I mean, I do want to go to sleep when I'm done with this. So to try to go to sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning and not being able to, yeah, that would be quite irritating, you know. Let's see who else we have here. But I'm enjoying the chat. It's pretty awesome here. Pretty cool time to intermix here with the viewers. Not really talking about earthquake stuff, but weather stuff, you know, similar to Earth events. We had negative 56 degrees about 3 weeks ago. This is our third straight day of negative 30 plus. Goodness. Yeah, that's quite cold. All right, let's see what we got here. Still kind of just coming down to some light rain. Not seeing any really any more snowflakes in there, so hard to say. I mean, it's getting later in the night time, but doesn't mean that's going to get colder. We do have a low pressure system off the Northern California coastline that's kind of stirring up this cold air, and also some moisture from the Pacific. So the moisture from the Pacific will always be warmer than the air that's coming in, obviously down from straight down out of Canada and the Gulf of Alaska. And what do we got here? Hot chocolate. Obviously one of my favorites. I'm a big fan of hot chocolate. Let me tell you there, Cheyenne. Where are you? I am in, well, just outside of Chico, California. We're here kind of to the west of Chico, around the west side of the valley in Northern California. I know Chico's getting a lot of rainfall right now, but we're kind of out of that heavy rain. And let's see what we got here. We're kind of on that borderline of snow and rain. On radar, it shows us pretty much split in between that level of rainfall and snow. Well, that's a good question. How long will I sit? How long will I sit out here? That's a good question. As long as I have entertainment and I'm keeping people entertained, I'm willing to stay out here until the sun comes up. Not even joking. Let's see what we got here, because I'm crazy like that. And once you guys, you'll figure it out. Yeah, Turkey's popping with earthquakes, definitely. Let's see who we have out here. Today in San Andreas, there was a lot of hail and a little thunder. Yes, some thunderstorms popping up down there in Southern California. MJ, an opportunity to say hi from Australia. Nice to catch you live, by the way. I get it. Do some storm chasing over here in the deep dark of night sometimes. It's pretty awesome. Hiding from the wife. She's sleeping. She's kind of the party pooper tonight. Come out to Lake County. We have snow. I'm thinking about it. We'll see where we go tomorrow. I do want to get some good video for this historic storm. I tagged you and Missy Mimi's in a tweet with 2 pictures. I love when you mention Lake County. Lake County is pretty cool. We go through there quite often, actually. 41 right now. Light rain in Camarillo, California. Yeah, 8.5 did not hit Beijing. That's goodness. Lake Elsinore, do you have thermos of hot chocolate? I don't. Not right now, anyway. Oh, here we go. So we're temperature dropping a little bit more. It was 37 right now, and we dropped down to 36. This is when we could see it start intermixing here once again with the snow flakes coming down. So But yeah, I'm not hiding out from the wife. Technically, she's not my wife yet. Missy Mimi's is a very awesome person, and I love her to death. She's pretty much my soulmate, and we are engaged, but we're not married yet. And one thing I would never do is hide from her. She knows I'm out here in the middle of the field at 1 o'clock in the morning, sitting out here live streaming in the cold while she's in there sleeping on the nice warm bed, and probably 72 degrees inside the house. So we don't like to keep it too hot or too cold. 72 is a good temperature with the kids being in there as well. So she knows I'm out here, and I told her I would come in when I'm done. But right now, the rain snow line is keeping me up, and I kind of have to go with that. She's the smart one. Who said that? MJ. Goodness, right? She is a smart. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of a weather guy. So, she had blackout curtains or what? When is the wedding? So, the wedding is probably going to be. Let's see here. I don't know exactly, to be honest. It's probably going to be sometime in the summertime. It's probably not going to be this year, but we do want to do it in a summertime pattern along the Gulf Coast, whether that means Texas, Louisiana sometime. We want to get married at least pre-hurricane arrival. Or maybe pre-tropical storm arrival. So if there's a tropical storm coming, we're probably going to set, or at least a hurricane, we're going to set our wedding date around that time frame prior to its arrival on shore. That's, you see a lot of people out in a field with a tornado in the background, and they're getting married or saying their vows, and doing all that good stuff. That would be awesome, but we kind of want to shoot for a, oh goodness, here we go with the snowflakes again. We're getting some more. So it's starting to switch over back to snow. We want to do something hurricane related, which is pretty awesome, I think anyway. So it may be up in the air. It may be like, okay, let's get married here in 2 weeks when this hurricane's supposed to hit. Who knows? But just haven't set a date yet. But one thing that we agreed on, I think, is that we're going to live stream it. I think that's a good deal for our viewers out here. It's kind of our journey along the way. I didn't start this channel out with Missy Mimi's. She kind of joined in along the way. But she has become a big part of the channel. So we'll definitely make that happen and invite everyone out there to join in on the wedding when it does happen. Not going to go to a courthouse and get married. That is the low. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want a quick shotgun wedding. So, but yeah, maybe early June, sometime around there, early hurricane season. But yeah. Oops. There we go. It kind of switched over to me, but thank God I'm in the background right now. Oh, because I am tired, and we're dropping 36 degrees, so should be switching over here to snow pretty soon again. This has just been off and on, so I'm goodness. So you guys want to see what my storm chaser vehicle looks like? I don't know. If we get enough people asking about it, I'll show you guys from the outside view. You guys know what storm chaser. I don't have red and blue lights. I don't do that here. That's illegal, by the way. But I will show you guys my storm chaser vehicle from the front if you guys want to see it. Does anybody want to see? Face revealed. 40 degrees. That's colder out here outside of Chico. All right, let's see here. I'll show you guys. All right, stand by for a second here. We're getting some snow out there. All right. Right, face revealed. It's like, oh, here we go. Early morning. It's like my bedtime look. It's not my bed head look. It's more or less like my bedtime look. Gotta have the Toyos, right? See these mud daubers right here? Those are the tires you want for storm chasing. Just letting you guys know. Those things are like $400 a tire. And obviously pretty expensive. All right, you guys ready? Hold on a second here. You guys want to see something really funny? I am wearing I'm wearing socks with my I don't even know what to call them out here, and it's raining, so crazy. All right, so here we go. That's about it. That's as many flashing lights as I have here on the vehicle. When I'm out storm chasing, it does kind of help out in heavy duty rainfall and foggy conditions, I guess. A lot of people put these crazy lights on their vehicle, but that's about it, as much as I need for my my storm chasing vehicle. So yeah, that's it. But I'm also Skywarn certified. I do report to the National Weather Service in terms of weather situations when it comes to that. And you guys want to see my decal? Check it out. This thing has been through a summer. Hopefully you guys can see that. This has been through a 115, 120 degree summer. No fading whatsoever. I did cover up a previous decal on there. But that's some of my newest decals. So if you guys want one of those, send me an email. You guys obviously know what to do if you want some of those decals. So yeah, that's it. Couple stickers here on the back, YouTube, the Earth Master. And that's it. Goodness. All right, now I'm soaking wet out here. So that's a little, what was that? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, man. What do we got? 37 degrees out here. Oh, I am so cold, folks. Not even joking. You're right. Missy Mimi's is the smart one. She's inside sleeping and enjoying some nice warm temperatures, and I'm out here freezing. Woo! All right, so in my red shoes. A decal or a freeze, they're free. I do not charge for decals, folks. So if you want a free decal, I will send them internationally. Timothy got some. Quite a few folks have got them throughout the world. So just send me an email at earthmastermail@gmail.com and I'll get those off to you. I normally send a couple. It doesn't cost all that much to send internationally. So it doesn't matter if you're in the Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, Bangladesh. I've sent them all over the place. So earthmastermail@gmail.com. Send me an email with your contact info, your mailing address, and I'll send them out to you. And that's it. Yeah. Woo! I'm going back real quick. Cheyenne said my shoes look like Donald Duck shoes. Woo! That's a good one. That's a first. I've never heard that. So never heard that. But yeah, it kind of makes sense because now that you reminded me, they do look like Donald Duck shoes. I don't have Ugg boots. I don't. Not out here. Red sandals. All right. Oh my gosh, goodness, I'm so cold. 36 still, folks. I mean, it's on the borderline. You guys can see it, and that's kind of that's out here with my car running, so it's picking up a little bit of heat as well. So it might be a little bit colder out there than what it's stating. Getting a rain snow mix currently as we speak, but it has not switched over yet completely. So all right, folks, I think I'm gonna jump off here and just kind of look at radar and see how things are looking. If it looks promising for some further snowfall, I'll come back on live here, but if not, then I'm probably gonna call it a night. My head is soaking wet. I'm cold, and I gotta get a change of clothes here. Because Missy Mimi's will kill me if I go in all soaking wet like this. So it just kind of bounced up to 37 right now. So intermittent snowfall, intermittent rain snow mix. We'll take a look at radar and see how it plays out. But anyway, folks, yeah, if you want some free decals, no hesitation, send me an email at earthmastermail@gmail.com. It's pretty simple. Give me a mailing address and I'll ship them off to you. Free of charge. There is absolutely no charge whatsoever. And yeah, I've sent many out. I still have a couple hundred to give away. So let's get these things out there. Have a good night, folks. We'll catch you guys a little bit on the later side, possibly, unless this turns over to snow.